he bought a book that happened to catch his eye. He started reading it on the plane, and he couldn't put it down. When she asked him to explain to him exactly what was it about this 700-page historical biography that so captivated his imagination, it literally took him a year to answer that question in his own words. These words: how does a bastard, orphan, son of a whore and a Scotsman, dropped in the middle of a forgotten spot in the Caribbean by providence, impoverished in squalor, grow up to be a hero and a scholar? The $10 founding father without a father got a lot farther by working a lot harder, by being a lot smarter, by being a self-starter. By 14, they placed him in charge of a trading charter. And every day while slaves were being slaughtered and carted away across the waves, he struggled and kept his guard up. Inside, he was longing for something to be a part of. The brother was ready to beg, steal, borrow, or barter. Then a hurricane came and devastation reigned. Our man saw his future dripping down the drain, put a pencil to his temple, connected it to his brain, and he wrote his first refrain, a testament to his pain. Well, the word got around. They said, this kid's insane, man. Took up a collection just to send him to the mainland. Get your education. Don't forget from whence you came. And the world's going to know your name. What's your name, man? Alexander Hamilton. That's right. Just last month, for writing those words, which became the opening rap of his theatrical masterpiece, Hamilton, Lin-Manuel Miranda won the 2016 Pulitzer Prize for Drama. And last week, Hamilton earned 16 Tony Award nominations, the most ever. But it was the story of Alexander Hamilton, the immigrant, that first touched Miranda's heart. He said, I recognize people I know in Alexander Hamilton. Not only my father, who came here at the age of 18 from Puerto Rico, but also stories of so many other immigrants who have to work twice as hard to get half as far. For Miranda, Alexander Hamilton's immigrant story opened the door to something much, much bigger. The story of the creation of our country. I had to make the founding fathers human for myself, he said, and I think what is touching a nerve is other people are finding the humanity within them as well. Hamilton is so much more than Broadway's first hip-hop rap musical. It is a game-changing piece of theater. Today, that couple, Lin-Manuel Miranda, and his wife, Vanessa Nadal, have an 18-month-old son. Miranda is now 36 years old, and he is the latest in a long line of first and second generation American songwriters who've shaped the way we see ourselves, and that line stretches all the way back to Irving Berlin. Miranda discovered one more important revelation in that Hamilton biography. The ideological fights of the founders, he said, are the same fights we are having today. What is the role of government in our lives? I'm slightly ashamed to admit that my father's generation answered that question a whole lot better than my own. For some reason, we contracted an acute case of American amnesia, where the lessons that our parents learned from the Great Depression were first ignored and then ultimately forgotten by us. Well, now it's your turn. You are graduating into a country where the fundamental assumptions that my father lived by simply don't apply anymore. In Dad's America, Kodak, the great camera company, at its peak, was valued at more than $30 billion and employed 145,000 people. In your America, Instagram is also valued at over $30 billion, and they employ 13 people. You live in a country where less and less work is required to create more and more wealth. In trying to figure out the appropriate relationship between wealth and work in the new America, you get to say what the pursuit of happiness means for your generation. You have the opportunity to reimagine your country as a place where people work not just to make a living, but to make a life worth living. Getting to that place will require a whole lot of creative thinking. Along the way, beware of folks trying to distract you with terrifying tales of Muslims under your mattress. And remember that while the names and faces and parties change, your choice will always be the same: hope or fear. And I don't know about you, but I tend to do very stupid things when I'm scared to death. Each one of you came to Rowan blessed with special gifts, which you developed and sharpened here. You are artists. You look at things that everybody else looks at, and you see things that nobody else sees. That unique ability to see truth and communicate it in ways that touch people's souls is what makes the artist the single most important person in any successful and prosperous democracy. America wants you to be the best artist you can be. America needs you to be the best citizen artist you can be. Me? I just want you to be consequential. Look around, how lucky you are to be alive right now. History is happening, and history has its eyes on you. Congratulations.